Hey, all right, so I am here with Muffins. You can't see them, they're in my lap, but this is Muffins, little Shihpoo litter. They are 3 weeks old now, so we are starting the desensitizing them with the toothbrush. And so you guys haven't gotten to see what it looks like the very first time that I do this with a litter of puppies. You've seen them when they've been about 5 weeks old, so when they've had it done for a few weeks. So this is what it looks like the very first time. So this little one here, this is Sage, this little girl. So we have the toothbrush, and you can see she's a little antsy. But this is typically what it looks like when I first start. So we have her, and you're just going to take the little toothbrush, and we just rub it on her little paws. I do it for 5 seconds each. And what this does is it gets them accustomed to this vibration. So she doesn't like it. So when it comes time to groom, they're accustomed to this. It kind of gets them used to this sensation. But as you can see in the beginning, this is new. Like they are not a big fan. They're not a big fan of it. Oh my goodness, you're okay. You're okay. You're okay. So we're just going to hold her and just rub it over. She starts to settle down. I think the biggest issue with her was she didn't like how I was holding her. So, but then that's it. It's okay. Yeah, you're okay. All right, and so we just go through each puppy, and each one of them gets the same thing done. So this little cutie here, her litter name was Nutmeg, but she has a home, and so her name is Willa. So you see, we just do each little paw, like I said, for about 5 seconds, and then we just I just go over their body, just like this. And each time, because we do this every day, so each time that we do it, they get better and better with it. They get more accustomed to it. They know kind of what to expect. But that's, oh my goodness, yes. And so you guys will get to see kind of how this litter progresses. You know, you're seeing how they do the very first time that they experience the toothbrush. And so you'll get to see kind of how they progress with this. Yeah. And some of them do better in the very beginning than others. Some of them don't mind it as much. This little one is not one of those. Yeah. Oh goodness. So it doesn't take long to do each puppy. Like I said, but this we have found works great at getting them ready for being groomed when they get older. We actually have a puppy that we kept back out of Trixie's last litter. It was her retirement litter. So we kept a little female out, and it is just night and day difference in her, grooming her, as opposed to grooming some other puppies that I've gotten from other breeders that don't do these things. There we go. Oh my goodness. So, oh goodness. Like I said, you can see they're not a big fan in the very beginning. This is something new. But all we're doing is just teaching them that this isn't bad. It doesn't hurt them. Like, it's just not a bad thing. And they get lots of snuggles when we're done. So it just reassures them. All right, last little one here. And then we will do the sound desensitizing for them. So I'll show you that in just a minute. It doesn't take long either. It's really simple to do, but we start them out. Like I said, we start doing all of this at 3 weeks. Once their eyes are all open and they're starting to move around, is when we start doing like the sound and those types of things. So we are done with the toothbrush. All right, now we're going to do the sound. And so what we're going to do is have just this little squeaky toy. And when I squeak it, you may hear my doodle in the background. She is obsessed with squeakers. But all we're going to do, as you can see, they're perfectly content. They're kind of just curled up together. So we're just going to hold it over them. And we're going to squeak it. And I'm just looking to see if anybody startles, if there's any, like, they just kind of jump, any reactions like that. I mean, they're moving around, but they're not, haven't seen like true startle reflexes. I mean, they're just kind of, so, but that's all we do with that. And then here's Mama, here's Muffin. She's obsessed with toys too, so she's constantly trying to steal their toys. But yeah, so that is, like I said, that's just kind of what we start doing. And what we will do is, as we progress through the toy, so once we get to the point where the squeaker on the toy gets 0 response out of them, you saw like there wasn't a ton of response, but once we get to the point where we get 0 response from the squeaker from the toy, then we just kind of move up to a louder toy. And then we slowly are working our way up to just louder noises in general. Eventually we'll get to where there's a vacuum cleaner, louder things that kind of mimic thunder, just loud noises in general. And we just kind of work with them so it doesn't scare them. But yeah, so you guys will get to see this litter kind of progress all the way through with what we do.